especially for our respected judges, lecturers, and fellow students. Today, we are not just talking about technology, but we are talking about how students learn, how we think, and how we make choice. Artificial intelligence or AI is already part of our life. It helps us with assignments, essay, translation, summarize, and even ideas. Some students say it has improved their learning. Others feel it might be making students lazy. Our discussion today is not about whether AI is good or bad, but it is about how students use it and what consequence it has. Today, we have two panelists with different perspectives. Panelist one, Amisha. She believes AI can be a helpful learning partner if used responsibly. And panelist two is Azrena. She is more concerned about ethics, honesty, and overdependence on AI. Throughout this forum, I will not only guide the discussion but also summarize the key point and reflect on what we can learn from each idea. So, let us start by exploring what AI really means to students. Amisha, when you hear the word AI, what does it mean to you as a student?
For me, AI is not just a tool, it is a new kind of learning support in today's digital world. Many students struggle quietly in class. Some feel shy to ask questions because they are afraid of being judged. Others may come from schools where English or other subjects were hard to understand, so they might feel lost. AI give these students a second chance. For example, a student might sit in a science class and hear words like hypothesis, variables, or critical analysis, but in class, the lecturer talks fast. When the students goes home, they can ask AI to explain step by step in simple words. In this way, AI does not replace teachers. It extends learning beyond the classroom. But it is very important to use AI the right way. If students ask, write my essay for me, then they will learn nothing. But if they ask AI, explain this concept and help me understand it better, then they are actively learning. So I see AI as a personal tutor after class, a dictionary for difficult ideas, and a thinking partner, not a brain replacement. If a student use this way, AI can increase confidence, clarity, and motivation for students.
Thank you, Amisha. So, your main message is that AI can act as a safety net for learning, especially for students who feel shy or confused. Your point is clear. AI is not the enemy of learning, but fear and confusion are. But effort still matters. AI helps students climb the mountain of knowledge, but it does not carry them to the top automatically. That is a powerful point. Now, let's now hear the other side.
Okay, I understand the benefits Amisha mentioned, but I am more worried about what I see in real life. Many students do not treat AI as a helper, but they treat it as a shortcut. I have seen students who ask AI to write entire essays, copy AI answers for group projects, and let AI do all homework without even trying. Then, this is dangerous because students may graduate without real skills. Imagine a student who always uses AI to write. They may get good grades, but later, when they start work, they may struggle to think independently, solve problems, write clearly, and make decisions. So, my main concern is dependency. If students reach a point where they say, I cannot think without AI, then education has failed them.
Thank you, Azrana. Your perspective highlights that learning is not just about finishing a task, but about developing abilities. Even if students perform well, they may not have learned anything. So while AI can help students when do work, it may not help them grow if they use it irresponsibly. Now, Amisha, she sees AI as a ladder, but Azrena worries students might lean on it too much and start climbing. Sorry, stop climbing. This sets up an interesting discussion for us. Now, Amisha, can you give us a realistic example of students using AI in the right way?
Sure. Let's take a student named Aina. She struggles with essay writing. With AI, she might feel overwhelmed, avoid starting the assignment, copy from friends, and submit homework. But with AI, she can ask AI to help understand the topic. She can create an outline, write her essay in her own words, and use AI to check grammar only. At the end, she has learned the content, improved her writing, and built confidence. So, AI did not make her lazy. It helped her become a better learner. AI also works well for reviewing notes, summarizing articles, or explaining difficult concepts. It becomes a learning companion, not a replacement.
I see. So the key idea here is AI explain for student things. After that, AI also suggests and student decide. Also, AI checks grammar so student can write ideas. In other words, the students still own the learning. That is a practical model for using AI responsibly. Now, I want to ask you, Azrena, can you share a real example of AI being misused?
Thank you for the question, Ryan. Take a student named Farhad. He gets an assignment but does not try to understand it. He always passes the question into AI, copies the answer, and submits it without reading. He feels relief, but he learns nothing. Later, during exams, he panics because he does not understand the topics, cannot think independently, and cannot answer questions without AI. This shows that AI finish work but destroy learning if used irresponsibly.
Oh, here we see a clear contrast. Panelist 1, Anisha, she said AI as a teacher, but panelist 2 said that AI as a crutch. One help learning, the other may weaken it. This is why student choice and responsibility are so important. Now, Azriana, do you think AI has increased cheating?
For me, it's a yes. Because before AI, Cheating took effort, which is copying from books or friends. Now, one click is enough. Because some students say AI content is original, so it is not plagiarism. But ethics is not just about originality, but it is about honesty. If ideas are not yours and you did not learn, it is still wrong.
But even before AI, students cheated by copying from friends, copying from Google, and buying essays. So, the problem is character, not the tool. Honest students use AI responsibly, but dishonest students cheat anyway.
So AI did not create dishonesty, but it make it easier. Ethics and integrity remain crucial in this situation. I want to ask: Is AI making students less independent?
In my opinion, yes. If students trust AI blindly, some stop analyzing, questioning, or reflecting. They lose critical thinking, and when AI is unavailable, they struggle.
I disagree. AI can train thinking if students ask smart questions like, why is this answer correct? Can you explain the reason? And can you give me different viewpoints, please? The problem is passive use versus active use, not AI itself.
So engagement matters more than technology. AI does not reduce thinking, but passive use does. It kind of makes sense now. So we have talked a lot about learning and thinking. Now I want to ask, how does AI affect students' mental health? Amisha, what do you think, can AI reduce stress or pressure for students?
Yes, definitely. Many students feel anxious or shy in class. Some are afraid to ask stupid questions in front of others. AI gives them a private space to ask questions anytime at their own pace. For example, a student who is introverted can ask AI to explain a concept multiple times until they understand. AI doesn't judge, doesn't get impatient, and doesn't make them feel embarrassed. So in this way, AI can actually reduce anxiety, increase confidence, and help students feel safer while learning.
So what are you saying is that AI can be a kind of safe learning space where students can ask questions without fear. It gives them control over their own learning pace, which is a real emotional benefit. Now, Azrena, do you see any risk to mental health from AI?
From my point of view, yes, there are risks too. Some students become so dependent on AI that when it is not available, maybe the Wi-Fi is down or the AI tool is blocked. They might be panicked. They feel helpless, anxious, or even frustrated. This shows that instead of reducing stress, AI can sometimes create new stress if students rely on it too much.
I see. So the challenge is balance. AI should support confidence and learning, not replace the students' ability to think or solve problems. Now, let's talk about fairness. Amisha, can AI help make education more equal for students from different backgrounds.
Yes, for students who cannot afford private tutors or extra resources, AI can provide explanations, summaries, and guidance for free or low cost. A student in a rural school can now learn almost as much as someone in a big city with more resources.
So AI has the potential to reduce inequality in education by giving everyone access to learning support, which is a very positive social effect. Adriana, are there any concerns with fairness in access?
For me, yes. Premium AI tools may be expensive. Students who can pay get faster and more accurate answers. Students who cannot pay may have fewer resources, which can increase inequality. So, universities and schools must provide access to AI for all students to ensure fairness.
Oh, exactly. AI can either close the gap or widen it, depending on how school manage to access. I want to ask you one more. Azrena, how should teachers adjust their roles now when students have AI?
I think teachers should focus less on memorization and more on reasoning and thinking skill. For example, instead of asking students to write an essays, teachers should ask, explaining your thinking process and reasoning. This makes it harder to cheat and encourages independent thinking.
So the teacher roles shifts from being a source of information to a mentor for thinking. That is a meaningful change in education. Amisha, do you have any suggestion for teachers in the AI era?
Mm, yes, teachers should also guide students on how to check AI answers, compare different sources, and think critically. In this way, students might learn with AI, not just copy from it.
That makes sense. Teachers can help students interact with AI responsibly rather than banning it. Some people say AI should be banned in school. In your opinion, Nisha, what is why is the school need to ban the AI?
From my point of view, banning AI is unrealistic. AI is already part of our daily life. Instead of banning, schools should teach students on how to use it ethically.
Azrena, do you agree with Nisha?
Yes, I totally agree. Regulation is better than banning. Clear rules, guidelines, and ethical instructions are more effective than trying to remove AI entirely.
Hmm, I see. So the solution is not fear or restriction, but smart regulation and education. Azrena, what responsibilities do students have when using AI?
Students must be honest and ethical. Cheating may cheating may help today, but it hurts the future. If students use AI, they should understand it, learn from it, and not rely on it to replace their own thinking.
Oh, Misha, any thought on how students should approach AI?
Yes, students should treat AI like a calculator, useful, help with work, but does not replace thinking. Students still needs to engage, analyze and practice.
Oh, exactly. I also agree with you. Ethics and efforts are irreplaceable even in the AI era. If AI can do almost everything, why should students still bother to learn and think for themselves?
Learning builds character, creativity and empathy, but qualities that AI cannot provide.
How about you, Azrina? Do you agree with Anisha?
Yes, I agree. Because humans must still make ethical and thoughtful decisions, which AI cannot do.
So, learning is not just about answer. It is about why we learn, how we think, and how we become. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
After this meaningful discussion, one thing is clear. AI is neither a hero or a villain. It is a tool that reflects human choice and values. When used wisely, AI can be a powerful learning partner, helping students understand complex topics, explore ideas creatively, and access knowledge more easily. It has the potential to make learning more engaging, inclusive, and innovative in today's digital world. However, when used irresponsibly, AI can weaken independent thinking and encourage shortcuts, causing students to lose the skill in education. That's mean to develop critical thinking, discipline, creativity, and integrity. The future of education therefore depends not only on technology but on how responsibly we use it with honesty, effort, and strong values. AI can support learning rather than replace it. Thank you to our panelists and audience for being part of this discussion. This concludes our forum.
Point of view, yes.